who here's read The Game? I'm sure everyone's read The Game, right? Pretty much everyone. And there, he talks about like conscious competence and unconscious competence, and how that's like the holy grail. And the thing is, when you feel entitled to the girl again, right? When you talk to that girl you just feel good about, naturally your tonality is going to be great. It's going to be cool. So you don't even really need to be conscious of it. And the goal is like, as you go out there, you do it, you get the positive reference points. And then because of that, you start building the good aura, the good reference points. And then you do feel like, yeah, this is going to go great. You, hey, what's your name? And you're not like, use good tonality. It just comes out naturally. So that's why I really like it. But the thing is, like I said, the more and more I teach this stuff, like year after year, it's kind of, you realize the same things over and over again. And it's like, I can't turn it off. Like I'll be watching TV and I'll be like, why do all the broadcasters sound the same? And it's like, oh, because they're trying to be authoritative and have that good tonality. And they're not thinking that. They're just like, my boss had good tonality or sounded this way, right? Especially female, like sports anchors. You notice how they're like, hey, on the 5 o'clock news today, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what the fuck? Why do they all sound the same? And that's that reason. It's that authoritative tone that they want to put out, right? It's funny because then I'll have guys, they'll take boot camp and they'll come back. They'll be like, I got fired from my job. It's never that extreme, but I'm like, because I preface it at the end of boot camp, because they're like, yeah, my boss was like, where are the papers? And I was like, they're right over there, right? So it's funny how like, because you know, in the corporate world, right, you have like a distinct hierarchy, but the thing is just be conscious of it and realize it, and then you can use that to your advantage. It works really well. You know, the one is like bouncer game, right? How are the clubs in London? Are they hard to get into? I don't go out here a lot. Are they? Yeah, no, yeah. It's funny because the dude who gets into the club and the dude who doesn't says the exact same thing, right? The dude who doesn't get in, he goes to the front. He's like, nope. He's like, but my friends aren't here. No, I'm just came to have fun. You know, I'm just traveling. I'm from U.S. No, it's gonna be fun. That dude's not getting in, right? Whereas the next guy goes, he's like, hey, sorry, bottles only. No, my friends are inside. I'm from the U.S. No, I just came out to have a good night tonight. Oh, sure, right? So isn't it interesting, like how everyone kind of falls into that? It's like, it really is kind of like you can just cut your way into kind of any different type of thing and talk to the people. But the thing is, you don't want to be antagonistic, right? With the bouncer, you don't want to be like, no, my friends are inside, because it's like they're gonna be like, what? It's just gonna be too far. So you keep it below neutral, but yeah, you just don't give your power away, and then you just don't get too antagonistic with it. Oh yeah, so yeah, 2 things I was gonna say with that. Talk about like calibration, right? The thing is guys are like, well, when do I use break and report tonality or commanding tonality? When do I how should I calibrate, right? A lot of people don't really talk much about calibration. I usually do what it is. It's based on, ultimately it comes down to value, right? So if you're talking to the girl at the very beginning of the interaction, I want to convey as much value as possible. So I'm going to be pretty breaking. But the thing is, it's not like you're going to go to the girl at the mall and be like, hey, what are you doing, right? She's going to be like, ah, like stealing my purse. Some shit like that, right? But at 2 a.m. on the dance floor, the girl who just blew 4 dudes off, I'm like, okay, time to bring the ice. Hey, attitude. Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. What's your name? Hey, come here, right? And it's going to be pretty forceful. You say that to the fatty, she's going to be like, ah, why is the cool guy yelling at me? Right? So that's the other thing, is calibrating to like how attractive the girl is. Usually the more attractive she is, the more I'm going to kind of go in, because you got to convey more value.